What is up, Buff Nation? Welcome into DNVR Buffs Primetime. We are presented by Illegal Pete's, everyone's go-to spot for burritos, buddies, and beers.
Let's go.
Dre is back. I was just telling Dre about Dre needs someone to mow his lawn, and I was going to ask him if he's going to be out there, you know, just testing out his lawnmower like Coach Prime was.
No, I wish. Now that I know Coach Prime mows his own lawn, I feel like a real weakling. But actually, my sisters are in town from Italy, and I got a message, them asking me, were you expecting someone to cut your grass? They don't even know proper lawn mowing terminology. They're calling it cut grass and not mowing your lawn. Yes, that's a service we pay for. Please, God, let them do their work, okay? I don't need any more things to go astray today. Just, Alex, Nico, if you're watching, please let the man do his job. Just mow the lawn. Don't talk about cutting grass to him. They'll be confused. Let him do his thing. Please, I beg you.
I'm going to have to send you that video.
Yeah, do it. How do I have a service and he's mowing his own lawn? What the heck?
Coach Prime loves it.
He's busy. Lots of people love it.
Yeah.
People love the smell. People just love the activity. I think it's a growing up in the U.S. thing. Because, you know, a lot of you have yards growing up and stuff. Italy, it's more of apartment living.
Yeah.
Not a yard to mow. Though I would do it in the summer when I'd see the grandparents. Just not a fan. Doesn't do it for me.
No?
Nah. All this manufactured time outside. I need time outside to do something I enjoy. Not manufactured to trick me into being outside.
Yeah, Sassy MF and Dre is back today, man. Today it's about the lawn.
I've been up since 4:30. I've just been a little out of it today, folks. I apologize. My one goal is to bring energy, and that's what you're getting from me. The rest, hopefully my football takes are half decent today, because I wouldn't be surprised if I'm not on my A game, you know?
It's all good. You're here.
Yeah, that's right.
How the hell are you, chat? All right. Yesterday, you got pretty fired up. We did this Brett Venables thing.
Yeah.
It gained a lot of traction.
Good for us.
And a lot of people were talking about it.
Yeah.
Today.
Gratuitous shots taken at Coach Prime for no reason whatsoever.
Let's give everyone the whole picture here, because I woke up this morning and I saw a quote that was attributed to Coach Prime, and I read that and I was like, wow, Coach Prime is just that guy never pulls punches, but man, he is just all out swinging.
So how long from when you saw this quote graphic to when your antennas started to go up and you're like,
well, immediately.
I don't think so.
Because the quote is just a picture of text overlaid over a picture of Coach and Brett Venables with no outlet, nothing.
Right. Those kind of graphics, usually you only see them when a recruit announces they've accepted Colorado's offer.
Or entered the portal.
Right. Then you'll see a weird, scrappy graphic of Coach Prime in a tweet.
Right.
Yes.
Again, fake quote. I say this again, fake quote.
Right.
But it said, first off to the gentleman from Oklahoma, it's Coach to you. There's a saying about glass houses. We had roster turnover the way we did because we had to. Anyways, the end of the quote, Oklahoma is one of the best programs in the sport. When was the last time they lost more than 2 games?
Well,
the Ferraris crashed and it's smoking. Again,
Yeah.
fake quote. Coach
Fake
did not
quote.
say this.
Right.
But he saw it. And he decided, after what he saw yesterday,
He's genuinely the best follow on Twitter, too,
He's so
coaches.
good.
This is why we need our family members who are on Facebook and make you not want to go on Facebook ever again. We need them to adapt to what Coach is doing on Twitter, because it's just such a great, older gentleman's vibe, you know? He'll be asking you, hey, where can I find this on Twitter? Or where can I... And then once in a while, he'll call out some BS. Yeah. I love it, man. What a great follow.
So first tweet, please read this slowly. I've never responded to any of these great coaches that choose to target me or our program here at CU Buffs Football.
Love that he calls them great coaches.
Yes.
And love that he says all the great coaches. Like, it's not just Venables. All these dudes who've been calling me out, I've taken the high road.
And then he says, I'm great at walking and talking the talk. And if it were truly me, I would have referenced a Lamborghini. That's hashtag Coach Prime.
What a legend, man.
That's his real response.
That's
real
his
quote.
real response on Twitter.
He had a second tweet. He goes, will someone please help me track down who put the lie out that was response to the latest coach's attack on CU Buffs football?
Yes.
Please help me identify the all caps liar. God bless.
I love that so much.
It's so legendary.
Like, I swear to you, I'd make that tweet into a shirt. I love it so much. Now, obviously, this Venables stuff has really hit me in the whatever the funny bone is for like takes. I just think it's so insane, and I could gobble it up with a spoon because I love every single part of this. But good for Coach, man. That's an amazing tweet right there.
I love the balance of politeness and
so
basically like get the hell out of my face.
Paying your respect and like completely establishing what BS this is top to bottom. Yeah. It's amazing.
Absolutely incredible stuff.
Who is this account?
I don't know.
I feel like finding who put out these lies of Coach is going to be as hard as finding that gal who left the plane because of the green monster. She's still at large. She's still at large as well. So I hope the internet doesn't go 0 for 2. You know, I'm starting to lose faith in the internet's powers to find anyone.
The only the tweets I've seen are just people posting this. Not from like 247 or On3 or ESPN or any other outlet.
It's just Nebraska fans.
This guy
has gone big on Nebraska. Like, where did this even get traction?
Do I put this guy's username out there?
Find it. I mean, you propagate lies on Twitter. You've kind of opened yourself up to that.
At OSU Freak 82 is where I'm seeing this.
Oh, at OSU Freak, good for you, man. Good for you. We've got an Oklahoma State Avy in that.
The
plot thickens.
Well, his name is just Tyler.
Uh-huh.
And
do we have any inkling that OSU is referencing the Oklahoma State Cowboys?
Of course. He's got a Oklahoma State shirt. He's got a hat on. He's got his dog in there, too.
Heck yeah. How many followers does this?
He's got 5,000 followers.
Okay.
He's got more than me.
Good. He knows his way around the quote graphic as well. So, okay.
I mean,
great. Love this.
He probably thought it'd just be funny. And then all of a sudden gets a subtweet from Coach Prime.
yeah, for real. He might love it, though. He's
maybe.
really just crapping on Venables, right? If he's an OSU fan,
that's
he loves
true.
That. Yeah,
that's his angle.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, that's where the plot thickens.
Oh, man.
It's just a troll rival account to the team Venables coaches quite poorly in his first year.
Twitter is just an incredible website.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
I know. Every day I'm ready to leave it, and every day they just suck me in with more nonsense I cannot get enough
incredible stuff.
God.
So good.
Do you know there's people in this world who woke up at like 6 to go to an office job at 8, and you're on here spitballing about fake Coach Prime quotes and Venables beef? Like, wow. Hashtag blessed, my brother.
I hit the lottery, bro.
Truly.
All right. Neely sent us some numbers. I'm sure these are going to come out later today when all the videos come out. Here's the first one.
This is amazing insight information. Straight from the source, by the way.
Yep. Let's talk about speed, man.
Please.
Chance Main. Last year, joined the roster from Incarnate Ward. I want to say he was around 250, 260 pounds.
Down lineman? He's going to be on the front three.
And in the dirt. I think he plays end technically. We've yet to see exactly how that works out here. But he's put on another 20 to 30 pounds.
Incredible.
He's probably around 280 at the very least right now. And he's right there, one of the fastest defensive linemen on the team.
Insane. Do you have any inkling of like where these peak speeds are being had? Like they peaking around 20 yards, 30 yards, 40 yards? I know that's a tough question. And I mean, it's the kind of stuff that only a draft nerd like me cares about. Or
they showed it in the videos yesterday, like what they were doing at practice, and they were, man, first off, I'm a huge fan of whatever's going on out there with you see the strength coaches with like laptops, like live charting the speed and stuff. I mean, it is analytics to the max. It's amazing stuff. But it looked about, I guess, half of Franklin Field. I mean, I'm guessing 40 yards.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
what we're going for. Yeah. But
it's the same track they do their pro day stuff, right? For the NFL scouts, like that would check out. And it might be chances peaking closer to 22 yards, while Leonard Payne Jr. might be peaking closer to 18 yards, and this is just their highs, right? Their peak speeds, yes.
Chance Maines is very impressive. Go back to that real quick, Alyssa. The middle one, Leonard Payne Jr., is listed on Colorado's roster at 6'3", 310.
Yeah.
That is a big man moving really, really fast.
If you've watched any of Leonard Payne's clips and you know how nasty that guy is, and now you see he can run that kind of speed, yikes, man. I feel bad for those O-linemen who've got to line up against this kid, man.
Yep. Shout out to J.J. Hawkins, too. Comes in from Ole Miss. I don't think he played much there, but was another SEC guy they brought in along the front.
Couple Ole Miss guys.
Yep, to help build out depth. Next one, Alyssa.
I mean, what a start from your D line right there.
So this is, I'm assuming, just skill players. Tarvash Dawson, a wide receiver. Kendrick Breedlove, a cornerback.
Yeah.
22.4 miles per hour.
That's blazing, my friend. That's not that far off like Tyreek Hill peak speed.
Bro, that is, I mean, we haven't got to Dylan yet. We haven't got to Willie Gaines. I don't think we have a graphic for. We don't have one for Jimmy. But these are all guys who are in contention for the fastest player in the team. Kendrick Breedlove and Tarvash Dawson are saying, hold on a second. We have something to say.
To give you kind of a feel, 2019, when people were losing their minds with a Tyreek Hill run that was charted from Next Gen Stats, he was peaking at 22.6 miles per hour.
Wow.
So that's, I mean, as far as like record speeds for a human being in human history, we're right there at 22 miles per hour, pushing on that limit.
Yeah, that is world-class speed right there.
And Breedlove, I mean, go watch those recruiting clips of him and how physical he is at the point of attack. Going up to get the ball, and then he's got that kind of speed. There's a reason I love that kid.
Yep. Final one. There's Dylan Edwards.
This is so stupid.
Dylan Edwards with a 21.6 first off. Not even the fastest time of the skill players. Right. Maybe Dylan just had an off day, because I still believe he's the fastest player on the team.
I know, and I can't wait to see the, like guys like Jimmy Horn and Travis Hunter. You know, what are they clocking it out?
But Demoy Kennedy, 21.1 miles an hour. After missing most of last season with a season-ending leg injury, goes through all that rehab, comes to Colorado, and he is just blazing. This is a true sideline-to-sideline linebacker right here. He is going to be gobbling up tacklers in the ball carriers in the alley. You're going to see him coming from off the screen, just flying in, making big hits and big tackles. Yeah. That is serious speed.
I mean, I love that you start. That is the headline here, is Demoy Kennedy is so up on his fitness at this point in the offseason that he's already coming in as one of the fastest guys on the whole team. The other factor in this is a 6'3", 215-pound linebacker is what he was listed at coming out of high school, 220 if you go to his page on the Alabama website, who's running as fast as your track star freshman running back.
Yeah.
Or as fast as your absolute tippy top speedsters. I mean, Breedlove's not 6'3", 215, but he's above 6 foot, and I bet above 200 pounds, if I'm not misremembering. So like some of these guys aren't small either, but Demoy Kennedy to do that, wow. For him to be ready already, that makes you so excited, man, especially with some of the dogs up front they might have, taking up some of those blocks for him on the front three, and then you've got Demoy running back there. That gets you excited for this defense.
Because you said it, I have Kendrick Breedlove at 180 on the roster.
Oh, my apologies.
But still, these are two guys that they flipped too. They flipped Dylan Edwards from Notre Dame. They flipped Tarvaris Dawson from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Coach Prime, the dividends already in what he's done in the portal.
Yeah.
And those two flips have made CU better just because of that speed.
100%, man. It changes the whole dynamic of that defense.
Crazy.
Yeah. Of that team. This is so exciting.
Coach Most, man. Coach Most.
Off-season MVP.
Oh, easily.
Like, by a mile.
Yeah. The stories that we've heard about just obviously the results, but just the work ethic, like the culture that's been instilled in this program from him. Obviously, it starts at the top of Coach Prime. But this is a world-class strength coach. Been at Georgia, was at the Army, at West Point. This guy just probably the most impactful hire so far.
And that to me has been a fairly big change in college football last 10 years is how much more we're hearing about the strength and condition, how much those guys play into the recruiting thing, how much those guys are like a huge presence on campus.
Yep.
And a huge daily presence. They're kind of the guy you need to check in with and is keeping track of, like, are you working or are you twerking?
Yep.
Truly.
For real.
And yeah, he's just been elite. Everything we hear about the program is like, yep, checks out. He's hired the best of the best, Coach Prime has, and that is paying immediate dividends. Also, start of this, lots of new guys came in. Lots of those guys ended up leaving. Didn't feel like those guys were making this immediate progress as this new batch of guys have in the last couple months.
Yep. No, there's definitely a type, a mentality. They're looking for I'm going to sound like Coach Prime here, a different drive. Like, they want guys that are just going to go out there and work every single day. And that's what we've seen so far. Pretty amazing.
Coach seems to have he really can read people, man.
Yeah.
He's like very emotionally intelligent.
He is.
And you can really see that in this recruiting and the fits of these guys, who he's kept, the buttons he pushes in those meetings.
Right. He obviously just strikes a different chord, man, compared to many coaches in the country. He's able to connect with these kids, and obviously his resume kind of speaks for itself, but just beyond that, connect with these kids and let them know he's not here only to help your football career, but to help you in life as well.
No joke. As a leader, anytime I come on this pod, anytime I have to prep for this pod, I learn something new. I learn a new thing that's like, oh, this is how Coach Prime's leading. Maybe I can adapt this or use this way in my day-to-day.
Hell yeah, I love that.
Crazy, man.
I sent you a video, Alyssa. We got an update on our guy, CL3, Charles Lester III.
Let's go.
Things are heating up.
We love us some CL3.
July 28th, his commitment date. The FSU insider of On3 had some words yesterday. And whenever you're ready, let's play it.
For me, it's always been Colorado's the biggest threat because, one, he just got the two best cornerbacks in a row, I think, Kamani McLean and Travis. So certainly there's a threat, and Deion does good with defensive backs. But I'm not totally sold that Charles ends up playing DB. I think it wouldn't shock me in the end if he played a receiver just because he loves that position, even though he said DB all the time. But I feel good about where FSU sits going into that July 28th event, but certainly, you still have to, feel not at ease when Deion's involved and you have Colorado right there and what they do with defensive backs. But I think they're in a pretty good position there. For me, it's always been Colorado.
How about that? Which part do you want to dig in first? That Colorado's the biggest threat to FSU for Charles Lester, or that he may be another extremely dynamic two-way player, or could just flat out play offense?
Check. Just checking boxes, man. Just checking boxes. I got my popcorn ready for July 28th. I can tell you that much. But sure checks out. Sure sounds like a profile that we've heard before.
Yeah, many times. A few times at this point. But 3 straight 5-star cornerbacks for Coach Prime. I mean, Travis's commitment changed the game, of course.
Yeah.
Cormani's kind of changed the outlook for CU moving forward in recruiting.
Yeah.
And
watershed moment, really, for the program.
Yeah, re-emphasize coach's ability to not only flip premier players, but to go get the very best corners, which makes sense.
Come on.
And now CL3, I mean, when the FSU guys are up there saying Colorado's a serious threat and they're probably the one team to take him away from FSU, I don't know, man.
When there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is.
Can't wait for a well-off video with Coach. Just telling people you thought you could have what we have.
Or another thumbnail of the Coach Cormani thing, just like in the background, kind of.
Yes.
Opaque.
Yes, I cannot wait.
But man, they could all play together if Charles Lester commits to Colorado, because Travis he can't declare after this year. He's got another year of eligibility before he's able to declare. Cormani, of course, isn't going anywhere.
Yep.
You could have 3 5-star. I mean, this is Georgia, Alabama type shit,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, and this could be like, hey, Travis, you're entering your final year. Let's go get you that Heisman and really have you like play offense, defense, and blow it up, because we got CL3 and Cormani can handle a lot of the defense, and we'll just bring you in for like monster 3 cornerback sets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the options become endless.
Or there's a possibility all 3 could line up together on offense.
Also possible, yeah. Yeah. And I mean, what can they do on special teams and stuff?
I mean, throw someone back there to return a kick.
And that's on top of guys like Kendrick Breedlove, who we just saw ran a 22.4 mile per hour.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, Tarvaris Dawson, too, has got a ton of eligibility
Right.
left. Okay. Stay tuned on CL3. We do have some portal news to go through, though.
Yeah.
I already saw our guy Sean and a bunch of other people talk about it in the chat. We talked a lot about Smoke Bowie. Do you remember him? Former A&M cornerback, was one of the top cornerback recruits in, I believe, the 2021 class.
Gosh, he's older.
He is older. Let me see. Let me confirm when he was a recruit. Back in 2022. Was a top 100 player.
Okay.
7th overall player at his position, 7th overall player out of the state of Georgia. He committed to Texas A&M, was part of that massive recruiting class they had last year. He entered the portal, as many of them did. The Buffs, I think they were in the conversation. I don't think they got too deep on Smoke Bowie. But he ended up committing to Georgia. And then yesterday,
oh boy,
at the SEC Media Day, Kirby Smart told reporters that Smoke Bowie is no longer with the team. He says, Smoke is no longer with our team. It's been that way for a while. He's kind of mutually agreed to part ways, and we wish him nothing but the best. It's very disappointing that his stay was short, but it was a decision that was made on both parties, and like I said, we wish him nothing but the best. He's from the hometown where I'm from. I know a lot of people back there, but it was the decision that was made. He's back in the portal.
Man. Couldn't you have done a little Jimbo voice? Like he's got a much higher pitch, and it's all a little aggressive like this. Smoke Boo's not with the team, but we wish him none of the best. That's how Jimbo talks. God, we could play the Jimbo rant about how they didn't play the players when he got all offended about like, hey, you guys are getting these major NIL deals. That's how you locked up the top class of the country. And he got all defensive and upset. It's like, no, Jimbo, it's okay. The rules permit this now. God, he's,
What a legend.
yeah.
Smoke's back in the portal. We have our first Northwestern player that entered the portal, Dre. Nigel Glover. He's a 2023 recruit. He just signed on the dotted line a few months ago.
Wow.
Of course, the whole situation unfolds with Pat Fitzgerald and the hazing. Pat Fitzgerald is fired, and now the portal opens for Nebraska players for 30 days. Nigel Glover enters the portal. He was the 335th overall player in this most recent class, 6'3", 210, listed at safety, but also at linebacker. He committed to Northwestern very, very early in the process, April 10th, 2022.
Must have some outstanding academics.
I would assume so. And I think he shut down his commitment his recruitment after his commitment.
Mm-hmm.
The offers are, for a 4-star, they're a little surprising, but if he really did shut down his recruitment and just did not, make his offers public, then no one really knows what his list is at. He has 24 total offers had 24 total offers according to, did I say Nebraska? I meant Northwestern.
Northwestern,
sorry.
yeah. Northwestern.
Northwestern, of course, offered. There's Duke in there, Iowa, Kentucky, Purdue, Washington, Wisconsin. But those are the headliners.
In some ways, more intriguing than Smoke Bowie. Bowie's got the pedigree. You do worry a guy who's moved 2 schools that quickly. Smoke's a little undersized.
Mm-hmm.
I was just reading up. He also suffered an ACL, MCL in his junior year of high school. Came back from that quickly. Still had a high-end senior year, but you always worry about that kind of injury history on a guy who makes a living off speed at 5'11", 180.
Right.
Well, the Northwestern kid, that size alone has me intrigued.
Yeah, and listed at safety / linebacker, which Colorado
safety, there's maybe 20 on the roster, so
right.
We could debate whether it's a need or not, right? But we do feel like maybe we don't have our set and forget starters, so add him to the mix. And linebacker, I just drank a whole lot of Des Moines Kennedy Kool-Aid. Like, let's double up. Give me another one.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
They have a lot of guys that could, Brendan Gant was recruited as a safety. He's going to play linebacker. We talk about how Cam could be utilized, how Shiloh, how Trevor could be utilized in the box.
Right. Absolutely.
So keep an eye. We'll see. All right. Quick shout out from our sponsors.
Let's do it.
Circa, we're going to be there on this week for the Pac-12 Media Day.
Yeah.
And Circa has a Survivor / Sport Million contest going on for this year's NFL season. You make 5 NFL picks against the spread each week, get 1 point for each correct selection and 1/2 point for each. This tournament's going to have $6 million in guaranteed total prizes, with $1 million for the first place person and the coveted blue jacket.
Woo!
Contest points spreads will be posted every Thursday around 10 a.m. You have until, I believe, 4 p.m. Saturday to get your picks in.
Oh, yeah.
How to enter all contest signups. I think you can do it on the app, right?
Yeah,
if
look
you're
them
in a
up,
state.
check them out. Yep. And, really, just check out Circa. They've been amazing with our NBA Summer League. They are huge in getting us out to this epic Pac-12 Media Day where we'll be able to do all sorts of stuff on Radio Row. Check them out, man. Check out their, they've got all sorts of stuff going on, including their sportsbook and what have you. So, yeah, Circa's been a really cool partner.
Yeah, they're awesome. I'm excited to go there. Sign up on their app if you are in a state that allows their app. Registration ends 2 p.m. Pacific time, the Saturday before the NFL season starts. And then also Shador's number 2.
Woo!
The best barbecue sauce out there.
Very good.
Goes great on everything. It's grilling season right now,
man.
guys. Make sure you have your hands on Shador's number 2. You can go to plbse.com. Use the code ALLCITY, all caps, all one word at checkout. You'll get 10% off your order.
My guy's got
Shador's
something
number 2.
planned for some Shador's number 2, maybe out in Vegas, huh? With a little Radio Row, and who knows? Stay tuned, huh?
We'll see.
He ain't hard to find. Stay tuned.
We ain't hard to find for sure.
No doubt. All right, Jakester, you got a game for me? Is that what we're doing?
We have a fun one
We
today.
playing?
Man. I'm trying to find the tweet so I can post it in the chat so you guys can see what we're pulling from here. But a list came out. I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before, of the all college football 2023 all name team.
Yeah.
The best names in college football this year. And we're going to draft the very best ones, Dre.
Okay. Love that.
Here you go, chat. I'm posting it in here right now. Take a look. There's tons of hilarious names in here.
There are some good ones, no doubt.
All right, Alyssa, you ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to go first? Should I go first?
You go first.
I will go first. And with my first pick, I'm going to take memorable factor. A linebacker out of Duke.
That's a good one, man. Memorable factor, definitely up there. Wow, there are so many great picks here. I think I'm going with Fat Watts as my top pick. He is a wide receiver out of Tulane.
Wow.
Yeah, Tulane getting a lot of play in my first 2 pods. We talked about that on the Broncos.
What position does he play?
Wide receiver. Fat Watts. PH fat for those.
Yeah.
I've always been a big PH fat guy, you know. So love that for us.
You'd rather be that one than the other fat, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Real quick, memorable factor from London, England.
Oh my gosh. Oh, if I could hear a memorable factor say his name, I would die.
Oh, how amazing
that
is
would
that?
be incredible.
Fat Watts out of Mississippi. He's been getting some game action, it seems, though.
Good, man.
So we
I
may
mean,
hear his name throughout the year.
Dude, I mean, imagine the NIL opportunities that have come across his door. How many Fat Watts is he bringing in?
All right, my next one. I'm going to go with another linebacker. Hot Rod Fitton. Linebacker out of
Oh my
South
God.
Carolina.
That's so good.
Listed at 6'2", 250. He's out of Atlanta, Georgia. Plays edge.
Oh, I'd listen to a Gamecocks broadcast just to hear him call his name out, you know?
He's made a SEC Fall Academic Honor Roll going back to 2019, 2020.
Wow.
Smart guy,
Awesome.
too.
Smart guy indeed.
What was Dre's PHAT?
Watts, W-A-T-T-S.
Fat Watts. And then I took, where's his name? Hot Rod Fitton. R-O-D-F-I-T-T-E-N.
You know how much I struggle with names.
Yeah.
You know, I've been like doing serious draft analysis for 10 years now and like having 400 prospects in your name. Plus, you know, I mean, I'm tuned into all these other sports. It's
Right.
not like
Right.
I've just gone name blind. I can't remember any names at all. Which is why Dude Person, the DB out of Central Arkansas,
What a name.
is my kind of guy. You ask me like, oh, who's that guy? Oh, that's just Dude Person.
That is so
I'll
dope.
never forget Dude Person. DB out of Central Arkansas. Easiest name. Alyssa didn't need spelling help on that
Yep.
one. Just Dude Person. We got you covered. Central Arkansas. I mean, Central Arkansas, they had, who's the, gosh, I'm blank. Of course, names give me trouble. The Florida coach, wasn't he at Central Arkansas last year before being hired?
Oh, Napier?
Yeah.
He was at Louisiana.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Never mind.
I'm going to go with the first team quarterback on the 2023 all-name team, General Booty.
Oh, man. I mean,
out of Oklahoma.
General Booty is a great one.
I'm pretty sure this is John David Booty's son or nephew, if you remember him from way back in those USC days.
My God, that's amazing. I think I'm going to go... And here the college almost is a little assist. The realist Clark from Defiance College. Which, like, how's Defiance College not my alma mater?
That's first team offense wide receiver, Alyssa.
Yeah, I'm doubling up on wideouts here, but I mean, the realist Clark. And again, Defiance College is a good one.
That is a great one.
Yeah, for someone as defiant as I am, I love it.
I almost don't think 5 rounds is enough for this.
Oh,
this
I
is
know.
incredible.
I know.
All right, my next pick. I already saw his name in the chat. It was the first name that stood out to me yesterday when I saw this. Pig Cage.
Pig Cage is a great one, man. Pig Cage is an all-timer.
The cornerback out of UTSA.
Yep.
He's from Louisiana. He was at LSU previously, actually.
There's some actual players on here. Like General Booty's going to be the starting quarterback at OU.
Probably. Do you remember Storm Duck?
I do. Storm Duck's a
He's
real
on here.
prospect,
Yeah.
man. God. I was looking over the list. This made me literally laugh out loud. So I'm going to go with defensive lineman out of Boston College, Shitta Silla. Oh, that's too good.
Oh my god.
BC, man. What's hilarious is that's a really good school. We just got Shitta Silla, like being an intimidating D lineman walking around campus. Just amazing.
Are you sure it's not Shida?
Oh, I'm pronouncing it Shitta all the way. Your name is SHIT. I don't care about the TTA on the back end. That's
Oh my God.
Shitta for me. And then Silla, SILLAH.
First team defense, defensive lineman. There,
You got
Alyssa.
it. Wow.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
final pick time.
This is sad. Final pick. This needs to go on much longer.
You like have to bring this back with Ryan. This is amazing.
I've got so many options to go through right here.
There's so many great names.
I just read one. Oh my god. All right, I'm going with Meatball Smith.
That's a great one.
Meatball Smith, the defensive lineman out of Sam Houston.
That's a great one. Love it. By the way, we should mention Cavassier Smoke.
Yes, of
Seems
course.
running back. First team running back on the all college football all-name team. Man.
Meatball Smith is a 295-pound, 6-foot defensive lineman out of Richmond, Virginia.
I mean, that's a good one, man. That is a good one. I just had a great one.
Is Kool-Aid McKinstry going to go undrafted in the best names draft?
I know. Like, are we too familiar with him to where we're underrating it?
Right. I mean, you would get major brownie points if you took our guy.
Yeah, let me win the Twitter poll. Give me Cavassier Smoke, please. I'm a big Cavassier guy.
Some snubs. DeColdis Crawford, of course.
Yeah.
Formerly at Nebraska. He's at Louisiana Tech now.
Blazin' Lono Wong, I think, is pretty cool.
How about we've got two guys. We've got Rowdy Beers, who's a tight end out of FIU, and then we've got Rocky Beers, who's a tight end at Air Force.
Dude, legend.
The Beers brothers?
Yep. Yeah, not bad. Tiger Shanks.
Tiger
You're
Shanks.
big into golf. That's kind of fun. Panda Askew that's a fun double meaning there. It's a legendary one as well.
So many good ones.
Meatball Smith was a great final pick for you. You kind of stole mine. And yeah, I mean, I think we're kind of missing out on Kool-Aid McKinstry. I don't think it has the kind of first name, last name mashup that some of these other offer.
Kool-Aid's name is like more cool than it is like just
It is.
funny.
It leads to great transitions for me on like, are you drinking the Kool-Aid on the top cornerback? In the
Oh,
24
how often are
draft
you going to say
class?
that on our draft show this year?
It's like twice an episode.
Any other snubs?
Oh man, there's
Chief
so many
Borders?
good ones. There's so many good ones, brother. You guys gotta check this tweet out. It's great stuff.
Did you say Blazin' Lono Wong?
yeah, that one I like.
Stone Hands or Stone Handy is his name.
Mm-hmm.
Colton Boomer. There's some great ones.
Yeah.
Oh, that was incredible.
Oh, Booby Curry.
Yeah.
High end for sure.
Anyone with the name Booby, man. Shout out
These
Friday
wide
Night Lights.
receivers are like off the chains though. DeColdis Crawford out of LA Tech,
Yeah.
man. Oof.
How
No joke.
about a Jew out of USF?
Pretty good. Yep, no doubt. Wow.
Great stuff, man.
Meatball being a defensive lineman, extremely underrated.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I actually got to look up his specs while you do some reads real quick.
Shout out to our friends at Shady Rays. It has been hot out here in Denver, Colorado. Been rocking the Shady Rays a bunch.
Big time.
Hopefully you guys are surviving the heat out there and rocking your Shady Rays in style. They're an independent sunglasses company who offers a world-class product, extremely durable frames, and clear polarized optics for all your outdoor adventures.
They're amazing.
I love them.
I think we've both got a low light sensitivity.
Yeah.
Just our eyes, sensitive guys, you know?
I know.
And Shady Rays has us covered.
They do.
And they make us look stylish.
They make us look hella stylish.
And then if you use code DNVR, what happens?
Use code DNVR, you'll get 50% off 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses.
Let's go.
Or you can shop their entire collection at the Park Meadows Mall. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people.
Heck yeah.
Then shout out to Breckenridge Brewery, Palisade Peach, the beer of the month here at the DNVR bar. We got so many other great Breckenridge Brewery beers here at the bar on tap. The Avalanche Amber Ale, the Vanilla Porter Jr. We've got my favorite, the Mountain Beach Sour, still on tap.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. You can check out their beer locator to find a Breck Brew near you
Yeah, find them, man.
at breckbrew.com.
Search them up, find them up.
And then also, shout out to our diehard members. If you guys want to consider being a DNVR diehard, you get tons of amazing bonuses with it. You get a free shirt at sign up and every year after, 20% off all merch always, 20% off events. That'll be tailgates, whatever else we have going on this season.
Yeah, golf tournament going on this Friday, which is going to be rowdy.
Yep. You also get 15% off your tab at the bar, and you get access to the Diehards Only Discord. Shout out to my guys in the Discord, man. They hold it down. Love talking ball with them.
True sickos.
Probably the most direct way to get in contact with me, too. So
Yeah. Yep.
there you go.
Yeah, you want to be in a fantasy football league with the Jakester? That's the way to do it.
Yep. Or you want to just chat Buffs or college football, NFL draft, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm in
yeah, and
there.
I mean, really, you want to support real, authentic content creators, journalists in the area who cover all the teams, who provide you unique, cool merch, who provide an amazing bar to come to and like connect with your community, connect with your favorite podcasters and writers, then consider signing up to DNVR.com, because what we're doing, I truly believe, is really important. And I mean, we work our asses off day in, day out. As much as we have fun, this is hard work, and it means the world for you guys to support us however you can.
Hell yeah, man. Absolutely. Love you guys.
Big time.
All right.
I do regret to inform you,
What?
from Sam Houston's page, I think Meatball's more of a nickname. It's Akeem Meatball in quotes Smith.
That's fake news.
That's kind of fake news, man. That's kind of fake news. 6 foot 295.
That's a meatball.
That's a meatball. Those specs check out, no doubt, no doubt. Nothing in his bio, blank bio.
We've yet to see the legend of meatball in the field yet. Then, huh?
That's right.
I'm gonna have to tune into Sam Houston games just to look out for my guy.
Always.
Remember Dingo and Barry that played DL at Tennessee? I think.
Oh man, you got me snorting. That's great stuff.
Real quick, I will have another article coming out this week. Been a little backed up on that front, but there's another one coming up. There'll be something else after Pac-12 Media Day on Friday as well. And stay tuned. We're not going to have a show Thursday, but I think we're going to have a pretty big announcement on Thursday, our Pac-12 Media Day plans.
It's going to be huge, man.
It's going to be absolutely massive. All right, let's get to questions.
Yes.
Amir, which college team boasts the largest offensive and defensive linemen? Would you pick any school over Georgia?
I think teams like Michigan would probably be in the mix.
Absolutely. Wisconsin as well.
I mean, with their offensive tackles alone, I would venture to say Ohio State was pushing UGA last year.
Yeah.
Those guys were. Dewad Jones and Paris Johnson, like, insane.
Yep.
They're big for an NBA core. I mean,
they were
just
really good.
Huge. But yeah, I mean, it's those guys.
Ohio State's got some guys on the defensive side this year, too.
No, they're massive.
Yeah, they're
They're
loaded.
massive. Yeah.
Wayne, when's RK coming back? RK will be back when we're at Pac-12 Media Day.
Yeah, you'll see him in Vegas.
He's out on business.
Yeah. Road RK.
Yep.
He's out on the recruiting trail.
Fighting the good fight. Yep, he is.
Always recruiting that guy, you know.
He ain't
Never
hard to find,
sleeps.
right?
Yeah, he ain't hard to find.
Keep it real, Denver Sports Talk. Dawson and Breed love the returners. Possibly. I could see it
Some of many in the mix.
for sure, but I could see it especially for someone like Tarvarish Dawson because wide receiver is really loaded up. You've got some veterans out there, and you just got some high pedigree guys that are going to go and play early. But that speed is hard to keep off the field in some capacity.
Absolutely. And I mean, there's speed all over this roster. There'll be a lot of guys trying to get on the field that way who might not be able to get on the too deep otherwise.
Sean says that he says all of our, meaning Georgia, 2024 offensive line commitments average 6'5", 330.
It's big, man. It's big. Yeah, with Mike Bobo calling plays.
Iowa, Chad says that they're always a good one.
Yep. They're big for sure. Always massive in the trenches.
Oh, we got some soccer chat or football chat.
Yeah, I don't have a horse in that fight. I know I'm butchering this expression, but in Italian we say calcio. So football. I don't give a shit.
What do you think of Pulisic going to AC? By the way, loved your last Milan answer. Stay snarky. Follow-up question, why do you hate your dad? What does your therapist say about it? What is that from?
Okay, so I explained last time that my dad likes the rival team.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
On it, you should talk to my dad because he just played this wrong. He's from another area of Italy, and though he rooted for the team from Milan, Inter Milan, when he moved back to Italy from the States, he felt like a bit of an imposter being like from Tuscany and the Florence area and rooting for the Milan team, living in Milan, though he wasn't quite there. So he rooted for the Florence team, though that wasn't the team he was rooting for growing up. You know, it'd be like you moving to Michigan and being like, well, I didn't grow up in Michigan. I can't claim I'm a Michigan fan, even though you've been a Michigan fan, throughout your life. And then, so he lost me in the formative years rooting for a team he didn't really root for. So, and at that time, Milan was like the best team in the whole entire world playing in my backyard. So, of course, that's who I started rooting for. I think Pulisic is going to be an amazing signing. I think it's going to be really beneficial to both those guys. I think Captain America will get his career on the right path again, playing in the great San Siro and in the great city of Milan.
That's exciting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, very, very. Also, Milan, not a bad place to be as a superstar athlete. Lots of models coming through those.
I'm sure.
Those doors. Yeah, easy to mingle with models in Milan if you've got access.
Nicole, did you catch Winston on the destroying Tampa one-on-ones, kids gaining height and mass quickly? I actually did see that. I watched that whole video. That was a fun video. And he's coming here to Denver, I think. Or he was here in Denver. It may have been yesterday or today. It's something like that. But Winston Watkins is... I almost don't have any words for him anymore.
You're at a loss for words
my
now.
God, man. I can't believe he's the age he is and that good and just... He's got the whole package already. He's already routing kids, embarrassing them, and then just makes these spectacular one-handed grabs and stuff.
Uses that frame so well, you know?
He's really amazing.
Yeah.
Sawuski, is Shador going to be at Pac-12 Media Day? Shador, Travis, and Coach Prime will be representing the Buffs at Media Day.
Big time, man. Hyped.
Trucking with Tony, any news on uniform drops? I don't have any. I'm sorry.
Boom. Plain and simple.
Why are people saying today? Oh, they're talking about the destroying thing. That's today. So we'll see what Denver has to offer in that regard. You're in the family, Dre. Welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's Mr. Velkin. That's my guy. Zion, Dre, you need to recommend some Italian food spots for Coach Sal. What's the best Italian food you've had out here? Not made by you or someone you know.
Rocca's Place, Rocca or Marco's Coal Fire, they've changed names back and forth. In Lodo, very good pizza. They're part of the Neapolitan Pizza Makers Consortium. So even like the water and flour flour they use to make their dough is coming straight from Naples. So very good wood fire pizza down by Lodo. And then my wife's always taking me to different places. Most of them I enjoy, but they kind of slip my mind. For the most part, if I'm in Italy, I'm not seeking out burgers or stuff that I'll find and will be better here, and vice versa. If I'm here, I'm eating like Mexican food and the food I can get primo quality out here.
Shout out Illegal
and
Pizza.
not really seeking out Italian food.
Makes sense.
I'm a big Korean barbecue guy. My wife lived in Korea for a year, and we have Korean often on. That's like our go-to special night out deal.
Man, a night at a all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue restaurant, you like leave and you're like struggling to walk with how full you are. Some of the best times.
Nothing better, no doubt.
Where can you guys watch Media Day?
Yeah, Jake, you ain't hard to find, right?
I'll just say this channel is going to have everything you need to know.
Okay. Maybe like give Jake a follow on Twitter. I bet she'll shoot out a link from time to time to let you know what's going on.
Yep.
Wouldn't hurt you. Follow DNVR Buffs on Twitter. That's a good way to stay updated to the minute on all the happenings at Media Day.
I want to... Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to spoil our plans just yet.
Yeah, I mean,
but we have you guys covered.
this will be like... If Jake was Coach Prime and you saw the Media Day coverage that's coming, he'd be dancing and he'd be telling you, like, you thought you could have what we got. It's that type of, okay? He can't, he's more understated. But if he could, that's what he'd be saying. Like, I'm telling you.
We should have a pretty big announcement Thursday. We'll be traveling that day.
Hope so.
We won't have a show, but we'll share the news then.
Honestly, like, get us off air because I'm about to blow the surprise. Please, like,
right.
I cannot keep my mouth shut any longer. I beg you.
Nikki Edwards will be here on the show tomorrow.
Let's go. She's always outstanding.
Yeah, she's great. She's going to be at Pac-12 Media Day too.
That's great.
So she'll be out there working.
Not twerking.
No. I'll have an article out by the morning. I'll say that. Let's go Buffs.
Skull Buffs.